Hey folks, I'm Red, and this is my Watcher of Realms channel, and this is my main account, and I just cleared Gear Raid 2 Stage 19, which is really exciting. I used several guides to kind of give me an idea of what I could do, among them being Fastidious. Before that I watched Mabucket's guides early on, and so I looked at the heroes that I have that could work, and my stats are actually worse than Fastidious, and I've got some different heroes in here. So for my Gear Raid 2 Stage 19 comp, I basically have Dagna in there as a Lord. She's totally ungeared, as you can see. Just one piece, basically, that doesn't do much at all. She doesn't have any of her skills done. She's only promotion level 1. Basically, I have her for faction trials. My Olague, he has very low quality gear, so 52k HP, and that's about all I care about. Then I do have Sadie. I pulled her last weekend, and she's probably the best built, so she's got all 16s, but her HP is only 37k. She does have a decent attack interval. Let's see, other than that, I've got the Fusion Crodor, and again, I basically just put this gear on him so that he would have a slightly lower cost, so 39k HP. The people who are kind of required for this are, apart from Dolores, are a damage dealer. So for me, I'm using Hatssut, and she's probably the best built of everyone. She's got some decent sets on her, and she's got about 10k attack, and low cost, which is really nice, and a decent attack interval. So she also regenerates her rage pretty quick. Volka is in there because this is the requirement, you know, you have to use her for this awaken skill. So I do have her A1 from doing Tide and getting that soul stone and doing all the missions. And then Narvi, again, not very well built, but she does have some rage regen. And Decimus is also kind of just whatever gear I had, the rapidity set so that he can get out there faster. And then finally I have a Baron, and he's only 4-star, 2 promotions, but I did try to put a bit of HP on him so that he would survive a bit longer than the others. So this is basically the comp. I'll turn off Power of Dominance, and we'll see if we can do it again like I just did. Okay, and I'll try and talk you through it as we go. So 270k BP is quite low, so get Narvi out there first, then I'll get my Hatssut and Dolores just to make sure that we can get everyone down. And then when things get closer, I'll put on my Baron. So Baron's going to go down as soon as he's able. And I will use Dolores now, but I have to wait till this guy's in range before I pop the Hatssut ultimate. So sometimes I like to, and I'll get Narvi going here to generate some costs. So now they're available, and I know that Hatssut can get them down. So I'm just going to withdraw all these units just to get them recharging a bit faster. So Volka is basically just in there to make sure that they revive quicker. And I think I can just take Narvi out now. So this will give me about 65 cost. And then I wait for the Shriek and for the next attacker. So the running guy is gonna come, and I'll put Decimus out there. So I wait for the golem to hit a couple times. And then when he does his big slam, and you see the light, then you can put in Decimus. So wait for that. So there's the hit, and then the flash, and then I can put in my Decimus here. And that'll make sure the timing is right so that the second running man can hit. And you do have to make sure that he is fully skilled up, his passive is fully skilled up. When the boulder guy turns, you can withdraw him, and then these guys will hit against Olague. So Olague is my most well-built. And then you put your healer over here. The reason you do that is because you want them to be the only target, and you want them to heal themselves. So the next guys that come in will actually be throwing boulders that have an AoE effect. So you don't want anyone to be within their range, or within the range of the person that they're targeting. Okay, so I'll put Crodor in here, and he actually doesn't survive very well in the second round, so I'll show you that, and I have to use Decimus to kind of block that group. But I'm essentially waiting until Dolores is ready. Here, I have to wait for these guys to come out. So Dolores is ready, and then I'm waiting until these guys in the back are in range, and then I can pop Hatssut. So one thing that I've noticed is that you can just click on the hero who has an ultimate, and it won't trigger their ultimate, but it will allow you to get everyone else into position. So Hatssut, it's kind of annoying because she only has a very short ultimate range, and so it doesn't correspond with her actual targeting range for her basic attack. So I have to wait till these guys come into this square here before I can pop it. So kind of have to let them come in. Okay. And here we go. They're just about in range. And now the other thing is that her ultimate is quite short, so everyone has to be in range so that she can get them all down, but I think she will, and so I'll just withdraw Crodor and Olague and my healer, and then once Dolores has done, yep, so got them all down, so that's nice. So that's the first stage. And then we get the Shriek out. We can put down our Baron and our Decimus. And then we wait for these running guys to hit. And then we need to wait for the second group to come as well. Okay, so hit and see the numbers come up, and we can withdraw them both. And then one nice thing about Dagna is she has a pretty low cost. So I can put in my Narvi here and my Dagna, and you notice that Dagna actually survives because she's a defender. So I can withdraw her, and I save a little bit of cost that way, which will really help later on. And now I'm waiting for my defenders to come and my healer. So you have to put your healer down first so that she'll get targeted. And then I can put in my damage dealer here and also Dolores. And then I'm just waiting again for everyone to come into range. Now, keep an eye on our Crodor here. See, he's about to die. Okay, so I have to keep an eye on that because I need to put Decimus in instead so that no one can get through that side. So there he goes, he dies. I probably could withdraw him and save some cost, but this has worked out for me previously, so I'll just keep going. So I'm gonna pop her ultimate now, and then I have to wait for these guys again to get into range because she's got such short range. Okay, and you can see the Shriek is coming. I'm not too worried about that. I'll take out Decimus first so he can make sure to recharge, and then I'll withdraw these guys, and you can see that's quite tight. But I managed to get them all out before the Shriek, and the Shriek would just, destroy them. So this is a little bit tricky. I found that Baron doesn't really survive very well, so I wait for that first pound, and then I'll put him down, and then I'll put my Decimus just as this guy's entering the square. There we go. And now I just wait for the second guy to hit. And it's about, 50-50 whether I can actually get these guys out before, yeah, that didn't work so well. So. put my 2 other heroes down, and Dagna survives again, so that's nice. All right, now we wait for Decimus to come back up. That'll be quick. And put him here to block the boss. Boss will do a couple hits, and then we'll withdraw Decimus. Okay. Now he's gonna rage, the boss will rage, and then no one's there, so then I can drop Olague here, and healer, and now it's basically just a matter of keeping the boss from going in while I'm doing damage. And Olague will not survive a second hit, so I need to be ready with someone else. Ideally it will be Decimus, who is very close to reviving here. But let's see whether that will be the case. I'll bring him out, hold him, and let's see if Olague can survive. I don't think he will, yeah. So I'll put Decimus down, and that will block the boss at least long enough for me to get off some good damage. He'll go unkillable, and I'll pop the ultimate here and here. And then Decimus is going to die pretty soon, but thankfully I have Baron here that I can pull out and prepare. There we go. And then by the time he dies completely, I should be able to put in Decimus again. So I'm not going to deploy anyone else because that'll deplete my cost, and I'll basically just wait till it looks like Decimus has already triggered his unkillable. So I have to be ready with someone else, maybe Crowdor. Maybe Crowdor can tank some hits. Let's take a look. Okay, there goes Baron's ultimate, or his passive rather. And let's just wait until the boss is going. I think that I almost lost Baron. Yep, he takes one more hit and he's gone. Yep, so put in Crowdor. Actually, Decimus is ready again, so I'll put her in. And let's see if I can get off another couple. Yep, get Crowdor ready. Or Olague. See, he takes a couple hits, that's good. And then I'll put Olague in for that last stage here. Might as well pop Sadie's ultimate here, and then Hatssut, and keep Crowdor here in case I need to put him in. Looks like I probably will. Yep, Crowdor is in there. Basically just keeping the boss from moving until I can get enough damage. So Crowdor is in there. Decimus is ready again. I think I've almost got it. I think I've almost got it. Yep, here we go. Have I got it? Almost. Okay, let's keep him from moving again. There we go. Did it. Whew. That last bit is really, really tricky because you just got to keep the boss from going in. Let's see what I got. Nothing great, but at least I have a chance at those special pieces. So. Yeah, so that's the comp, and hopefully this is useful to you in your own account. So there are obviously things that you can do to improve this kind of run. One would be to upgrade your tanks. Another would be to ensure that you have some awakenings on, say, Baron, to make it a little bit easier, to make the Immortal Wrath passive a bit stronger. So if you awaken him to, I think it's 3, this will increase the Immortal Wrath duration. But as you can see, you can do it with these stats. So a very badly built Baron, and a pretty well built Hatssut. Her crit rate is below what it should be, but it does the job. So yeah, if you want a little bit more detail, do let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to share. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.